Hey baker friends, I'm going to show you how to make a classic American buttercream frosting. This frosting can be used for cakes, cupcakes, cookies. It can easily be tinted with color, flavored. It can be used to decorate so many of your favorite baked goods. And it's easy to make. 5 ingredients. It's creamy, smooth, sweet, and pretty amazing. The recipe is in the description below. Print that out and you can follow along. Let's get started. Okay, the most important ingredient in our buttercream frosting is the butter. You guessed it. I'm using a Danish creamery butter. It's extra rich. That's what we're looking for. It has 85% fat. It just makes your buttercream that much creamier and smooth. And if you're using just a supermarket butter, it has a little more water in it and a little less fat. Okay, you need 1 cup of butter. That is 226 grams, and your butter should be really soft. When you press your finger into it, you should be able to make an indentation. It's nice and bendy. That's the way you want it. If your butter is cold, you should take a moment and just maybe pop it into the microwave 5 to 10 seconds. Don't melt it, but you do want it soft. Soft is the key to getting creamy buttercream frosting. If the butter is cold and hard, it will not dissolve the sugar and then you end up with grainy frostings. So soft butter. Now we're using a paddle attachment. We are not using a whisk attachment because that will add too much air in. And in the end product, when you're spreading it or piping it, you don't want big old air bubbles all through. It messes with your textures. So paddle attachment. We're going to cream it. I'm going to start it on just low. Whoopsie, I'm not plugged in. 1 second, I'm going to plug in my mixer. Good job, Barb. Okay, low speed. Then I'm going to turn it up to medium. Like this, that's a 4 on my mixer. And I'm just going to let it go for about 2 minutes. Just getting it nice and creamy. The butter is creamy and smooth. I'm going to scrape down my bowl quickly. Now it's time to add our powdered sugar. You need 4 cups or 480 grams. You definitely need to sift it. This can have a lot of lumps in it, which messes with the end result. You don't want a bunch of lumps in your final product. So I'm sifting right into my bowl here. If you're doing that, you're golden. If you are using a measuring cup and a spoon, I would recommend sifting this into another bowl, then spooning your powdered sugar out into your measuring cup, level it, and keep doing that until you have 4 cups. Sift before you measure. Okay, sifting powdered sugar is always an adventure, but we got there. Now, it's time to start adding it into our butter. This does not have to be exact. I'm adding 1 cup in to start. You don't want to overwhelm the butter. It needs time to emulsify, so a little bit at a time. And we'll just start by blending it on low speed. I turned the speed up a little bit. I'm just going to let this blend for a minute or 2. One of the biggest issues with buttercream frosting is it gets grainy, and the reason it gets grainy is the sugar is not dissolved. So that's what we're doing here, just a little bit at a time. We'll add some sugar in, give that butter a chance just to emulsify, and then we'll add a little more in. We'll keep doing that till we have it all incorporated. We have half of our powdered sugar entered in, and it's creaming just beautifully. I'm going to add in 1 more cup of powdered sugar. I'm also adding our flavorings in now. I'm adding 1/2 teaspoon of fine sea salt. This is 3 grams. The texture is just really, really light and fine. I'm using this. I really want to taste the salt. It just helps you to taste the sweet even. It's a nice flavor balance, and I want it to have a chance to get dissolved in here while we're mixing. I'm also adding our flavoring in. I would strongly encourage you to find a really good quality vanilla. This is the only flavor we're using in here, and you really want that vanilla flavor just to sing when someone takes a bite of this icing or whatever it's on. I'm using Loran's organic pure vanilla extract. It's made with Madagascar bourbon vanilla beans, and it has just this rich, creamy, smooth flavor. Give this a good shake. And I'm adding 1 teaspoon, which is 5 milliliters. If you are interested in picking some of this up, I have a link in the description. And I also have a discount code for you, my friends. Loran provided a discount code if you purchase it. Okay, just mix this again. Okay, this is looking amazing so far. I'm adding the last bit of our powdered sugar in, which I am just going to dump in. And then I have 2 tablespoons of heavy cream here. This is 30 milliliters. I'm only adding 1 tablespoon in right now, so that's 15. And the cream is more of a texture preference. So I'm adding this much in, and then we'll see where we are when it's all done mixing. Start it out on low. It's gonna be messy. Okay, I let this mix on medium speed for 4 minutes, and I'm actually gonna scrape the bowl down and just check it for the texture. Here's the texture at this point. It's pretty firm. And this is a preference thing. If you want your frosting firm because you're doing a layer cake, or maybe you're piping and you really want those edges to be really nice and firm, you may leave it like this. If you're doing cookies or cupcakes and you want something just soft and flowier, then you can add more milk. If you want it thicker than this, you can add more powdered sugar. So from this point on, it's using your baker's intuition and just getting it to the texture that you prefer. I'm going to add the other tablespoon of cream into this, and then it will be done. Okay, I'm doing one thing. I'm tasting this. I really do love it, but I'm tasting it because I want to make sure that it's not grainy. Typically, if you rub the frosting between your fingers, you can feel graininess. That just means it needs to mix longer. I feel nothing, and sometimes you can taste it, and you can't necessarily feel it, but you can detect it on your tongue. So I usually do this, and then I taste it. It's nice and smooth. It is done and ready to go. Well, I'm super excited. We made a beautiful bowl of buttercream frosting. I think this looks amazing, and I'm sure it's going to taste amazing. I'm trying just a little bit. Yummy. What's really cool is I can taste the salt in there. It has just such a nice flavor. I taste the vanilla, the butter. This is amazing frosting. Now we have to put this on something. I have homemade vanilla cakes back there that I'm getting ready to put this on. I highly recommend you check out this video, and I will see you in the next video. Let's go.